Hey everybody, it's Brandon from Branny Pixel. It's December the 12th, and I'm here with this week's answer to my Ask Me Anything questions. This week may get me in trouble as well. So anyway, we'll see. This is from Rachel on Instagram. She says, as a child of the 80s and 90s, I loved to draw and wanted to become an animator, but the path to that job was so obscure that I was encouraged by adults to choose a more common career. Feel you, sister. What gave you the courage and vision to step out in faith into Christian animation? Well, it's actually probably not the answer you would be expecting at all. So I'm a bit of an oddball. For those people that know me, you pick up on this pretty rapidly, and I am a supreme contrarian. Pretty much, if you tell me to do X or not to do X, I'm going to do the opposite of what you tell me. So for me, I never really wanted to do anything other than be a writer since the 5th grade. Oh, by the way, footnote, I'm not an animator. I don't animate anything. I'm our chief creative officer, chief operations officer. Pretty much all the ideas that Branny produces at some point come out of my crazy skull. I would say generally. Yeah, mostly. And so I'm not animating anything. Nobody wants me to animate. I do not have the patience for animation. My hat is off to amazing animators because that job is so hard and so detail oriented and so technically difficult and yet creatively challenging. Animators amaze me. They are like amazing little unicorns. Yeah. I'm not cut out to be an animator, but to move into Christian animation, like to jump into that space, for me, I would say is born from a long line of being contrary and not doing what people said I ought to do. My parents were not very supportive. I wanted to be a writer since I was in the 5th grade. They told me to be a lawyer or a doctor or something like that. And just because I was so sassy and whatnot, I said, no way, I'm going to be a writer. So my whole life, I've wanted to be a writer when I grew up. One day I'll still do that. I'm not quite there yet. I'm close, but getting there. So for me, there was a deep, deep drive that was rooted in my contrary nature, and that was me pre-salvation, by the way. So God used even that for a good thing. But really, the step into Christian space was one of obedience, because Michael and I started Branny Pixel. Michael's our CEO, my business partner. We've got a new business partner now, but he and I started the company in 2014. And it was really around a YouTube channel that Michael had created that was blowing up, doing really good in the early days of YouTube. And so we formed the company really just around that, trying to grow that. And for the first several years, I would say probably 4.5, 5 years of our existence, Branny was a nights and weekends kind of thing, and we were trying to do it our way when God finally convicted us both separately in our prayer lives. We didn't reveal it at the time. It's kind of funny how it worked out, but about basically needing to change our business to be one that glorifies God. And so we did. So we were obedient and did that, and then everything after that has been all glory to God and His direction and His leading and us just following. So it's not like anything I set out to go, hey, I want to be a Christian animator or be in the Christian animation space. I just knew I always wanted to be a creative. And so, yeah, contrariness at the front end, obedience at the back end. It's an unusual combination, but there's your answer. So keep those great questions coming. There's still a ton backlog that I'm working on, but keep submitting new questions because I would love to answer them. So talk to you soon. Bye.